Okay, so leg day. Yesterday you should have done a little bit of cardio. Okay, hopefully you're clicking your cardio up at the moment, just a tad, so each week that should be getting progressively harder. Okay, so if you're doing a Monday, Wednesday and Friday weight training, and the other 2 days should be cardio based. Good. Okay, so also don't forget, try and get some form of cardio in the morning before you eat, so 2 glasses of water, and the other one in the evening, 3 hours away from your last meal. Okay, that should be explained in your nutrition plan. Well, it is explained in your nutrition plan, and obviously in your training program as well. So today we're going to stick with the training principle of triceps and standard pyramid. So we're going to start off and do exactly the same as we did last week, but we're going to add a few additionals in. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is here, you're going to start with a standard pyramid set like we normally do. You should have done your warm-up, 5 minutes warm-up on a step or something just to get the blood flowing through the body. You should have stretched your quadriceps before you started, and your hamstrings before you started, and a little bit on the calf muscles. Okay, so what we're going to do is feet neutral width apart, hands on the hips, okay, or out in front, whatever keeps your back the straightest. Okay, and you're going to squat for 15. You're going to do your standard 15 squats. Okay, then you're going to up the weight a little bit, another set 15, up the weight a little bit, 12, okay, up the weight a little bit, 10, and then maybe 12 reps. So you can do that at least 4 sets. Then we're going to drop into the tricep. So the tricep will be, okay, your squat, into your lunges, into your wide sumo squat position. So here we go, okay, I'm going to go around once with you, okay, so basically, put your hands where you want, okay, don't use any weight at the moment, just go with body weight, that'll be enough for a second, see how you get on after your first set. If the first round's too easy, just up the weight a little bit on the second round. If it's too hard, just maybe lower the reps a little bit, okay, or give yourself a little bit more rest in between, because normally we're going to go for about a minute's rest in between. Okay, so you're going to give me them 15 good reps on the squat, okay, don't forget the knees need to be directly over the top of your feet, your feet shouldn't be pointing in or out at the moment. Okay, so just give me 15 there. We hit the 15, straight into them lunges. Okay, so this is going to be 30 lunges because we need 15 on each leg. Okay, straight off of the back of that, you're going to put your feet out wide into the sumo squat position, and you're just going to squat again. Squat again, don't forget your knees shouldn't be bucking in or out, they should be directly over the top of your feet. After that round, rest. 1 minute's rest. Breathe. Stretch everything out. Okay, make sure you're stretching, drink some water. When you feel like you're ready, don't let your heart rate fully bottom out. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're building muscle at the moment or if you're losing weight or whatever. I want that heart rate up. I want it up. It's the best way I train. Okay, it's the best way I build muscle as well, and it's the best way I stay fit. I don't do much in the way of cardio. I keep my rest period short, and my cardiac muscle stays very, very strong. And if I want, I can go out for a 5-mile run, and it doesn't really bother me. Okay, and that's a good point, proving the fact that weights are the best way to lose weight. Stay strong, cardiac muscle, okay, as long as you keep your rest period short and your reps in a reasonable range. Anyway, so that said, you're going to do that at least 3 to 4 times round. At least 3 to 4 times round. Or as many as you, not quite as many as you can, but if you're struggling after like the third time round, take a breather, okay, just take a breather and then give me that last sit at the end. And so that's that. And to do that, we're going to add an additional in today. So it's going to be feet turned out on a wide squat position, hands on the hips, and as we go down into the squat, you predominantly go through the heels, and you push your hips forward. Okay, so your hips go forward. Okay, now I'm hitting more your groin area. At the moment, we're doing a lot of compound moves on the legs, no real isolation moves. They're all going to come later, don't panic. Okay, but these are good to get the legs started, and we just fine tune a bit later. So you're going to do your standard pyramid there. You're going to pyramid up 15, 15, 12. Okay, and then the last set will be 10 or 12 reps. Good. Each time, adding the weight a little bit. Okay, that's done. So now I'm going to move on to calf raises. Okay, so I'm going to move this round here, and what we're going to do on a tricep here, we're going to do different foot positions. So different foot positions. That's pretty cool. Good. Okay. So a little bit lower. You can see it better. That's better. Right, okay. So you're going to start off with your feet square. So everything's in line. Okay, everything's in line. And then straight after you do your first set of 15, you're going to turn your toes towards each other a little bit. Okay, and then after you do that 15, you're going to put your heels together a little bit. And then you're just going to Go back to neutral. So that's your tricep. That's your tricep, okay? So what that does is when you have your feet here, and you've got your legs pulled together a little bit, it gives me full plantation of my calf muscles and my feet, sorry, and it gives me full use of my calf muscles. By turning your toes in, you go to the outside head more, okay? Turn your feet in, you go to the inside head more. You know what that was? Okay, go to the inside head more. So that's your tricep. Simple. At the end of this, you're going to step, this is the additional, okay? So this is the added exercise. You're going to come right to the floor. Just go straight to the floor. So straight off of the back, when you finish that, you're going to stay on the floor. You're going to put your feet tight together, okay? And you're just going to calf raise off of the floor. Off of the floor. And you're going to give me, I'm going to adjust that now. Okay, so you're going to give me 15 reps. And if you can, try and add a little bit of weight by holding a dumbbell somewhere, or even just going, no, don't go single leg actually, just give me 15 reps, okay, just give me 15 reps on that, so 4 times round. That'll be enough for them calves. That should be enough for them calves. I don't want them responding too much because they do respond really, really well, calf muscles, and what I mean by that is, if you can't walk, you can't work. Okay, straight off the back of that, I'm going to move this here, I'm going to adjust this, I'm going to lay on the floor, I'm not going to use a mat, so I might like that. I'm joking. Okay, so I'm going to lay here, and your tricep on this, hamstring press, okay, hip thrust, which you've already done, leg in the air. So you're going to be 15 standard reps here. Straight off the back of that, you're going to go straight to this one, okay, 15 reps. And you're going to go back to both, sorry, you're not going to go back, you're going to go to both feet, okay. Now lift your toes off the floor and push, okay, and push. You just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. Right, you're going to do that at least 3 to 4 times round, okay, 3 to 4 times round, with about 32 minutes rest in between. At the end of that, the additional exercise is you're going to go on your toes, okay, and then you're going to give it, and you're going to find it's going to go right behind the back of the knee. It's going to cramp your calf muscles a little bit as well, okay, so you just give me pyramid set up on that, each set 15, sorry, each set increasing the weight, so 15, 15, increase the weight a little bit, 12, increase the weight a little bit, 10 to 12 reps, holding the weight on your belly, okay? And squeezing the hamstrings. Remember the rep speed, don't power anything, just keep the reps all normal at the moment so we know where we are. And it's good to stay in a certain rep range all the time, because when you actually, I'm going to stand up, Okay, so when you actually muck about with your rep range, your timing, so what I mean is rest periods in between. It's very hard to gauge where you know you are in strength and what you can do and what you can lift and where you are. Try and keep it in the same realms, okay, so same rest period and everything. That way it's easier to understand where you are within your strength and your progress. So at certain points, if I'm doing say a major drop set, or giant sets or triceps, at some point in my workout I always make sure I go to my maximum weight, so I'm doing bench pressing, okay, that's for mental reasons and to keep that strength within that muscle, okay, but otherwise, that said, that's that done, that's week 2 done, simple, okay, hopefully your cardio is getting a little bit harder, so instead of walking twice a week, okay, you should be picking that pace up a little bit, or maybe taking it a bit further, so rather than doing 20 minutes or 25 minutes, picking up to half an hour in terms of walking. You will start to see a development. In terms of your nutrition should be feeling good now, your body should be feeling good, you should be feeling good, your body should be changing, your hormones will be twisting around and actually making you feel better. And also you've got the mental feeling of knowing you're doing something good for yourself, you're on the right track, you're going in the right direction, okay, all these beautiful things that fitness give us, okay, you should be starting to feel. If you're not and you're confused, contact me and I will clear things up and I will make you feel better in terms of what path or where we're going wrong, okay? It's really not that much of rocket science. People complicate things too much, but otherwise try and keep things simple and start to complicate a little bit as you go, and then complicated things don't feel complicated. Okay, anyway. Have a good weekend, unless you're doing this slightly different and do it on different days. Okay, if you haven't quite made the full 3 training splits this week, try and fit them in over the next couple of days. Don't panic too much, okay? More output is better than no output. So as long as you're doing something, it's better than nothing. And if you want, okay, you can start utilising the full body training programs or incorporating these programs together so you end up with bigger workouts and actually doing more in one day than you would do over a course of a week. But if you incorporate your back and biceps, chest, shoulders and triceps on one day, okay, maybe you can do that again when you get the next chance. So don't go another full week maybe, or another week and a half. Okay, you should maybe go a week, that's fine, okay, but I don't mean just doing that one workout and thinking that's enough. Try and incorporate it again maybe towards the end of the week. Depending how sore you are and if you've recovered and if your body has recovered as well. I don't want to go too much in depth on this particular video about recovery, because it's a workout video, but otherwise, yeah, recovery is important. We need to be recovered before we hit that muscle group again. Otherwise, you're just going to keep bashing the same fibres and eventually they won't recruit and your cardiovascular system will kind of not be strong because it hasn't got as much in the way of fibres to feed. It's important to hold muscle. It's important to keep the body working hard, and the best way of that is to build a good frame, good shape, strength, and everything. Okay, I'm babbling. Anyway, sorry, I've gone off track here. Right, okay, see you in the next one. See you later, bye.